Hello everyone, it's Adonis Turner of Adonis Power and Conditioning, and I'm here to talk to you guys about the last and final part of the five-part series, Who, What, Where, When, Why. I'm glad I was able to keep up with it and do one video a day for the past 5 days, but anywho, the why portion of this video, as you can see, this is not a gym. I'm at my apartment, about to watch the game, and I know you guys are probably also about to watch the game, so I'm not going to take too long. The why portion is I've been probably struggling to reignite my passion in something. As you may or may not know, depending on how well you know me, my strongest passion before fitness was probably chess, and that may be a shock to most of you, but I was actually nationally ranked in chess. If you look up Adonis Turner chess, you'll find I was ranked about 23rd out of the 17 and 18-year-olds in the United States. But what I liked about chess is that obviously the mental capabilities, that if you're good at chess, you're probably somewhat smart, to say the least. And the drive I had winning tournament after tournament after tournament, and then winning money for those tournaments, I really got an individual passion to succeed in chess. So what I did eventually when I was like 18 or 19, I taught, a few people here and there, and I also taught at my library how to become good at chess. Flash forward to college, where I eventually got good at lifting. I eventually taught people how to be good at lifting. And then even back then when I was teaching chess, I always wanted to make money from chess because that was my passion at the time. But I forget the exact particulars, but it didn't work out. So I was unable to act on my passion, whether it was a car or whatever the reason was. But I was able to teach some kids, and they got good at chess as well. Now there is absolutely nothing holding me back, and if there was, I would stop it or them or him or her from holding me back as well, because you only have one life to live. And without getting too philosophical, it makes no sense to do something you hate. For most people work for 40 years, so I'll just use that as an example. It makes no sense to do something you hate for 40 years and then die, and then that be your legacy. It makes absolutely no sense. It doesn't matter what the occupation is, and I'm not saying that business people are better than employees or there's something wrong being an employee, but I could not work for someone else unless they shared my exact vision. I'm very, very specific in what I want to accomplish. I'm very, very specific in what I want to do for the world. So this gym, I did work at two gyms before then, and without giving them too much publicity, it didn't work for me. One gym was more of a family-friendly gym to where they weren't serious about working out, had about 40 treadmills and one squat rack. It's ridiculous. And then the other gym, the last gym I worked at, I realized management was kind of corrupt, so I had to get out of there as soon as I realized that a lot of people were being screwed over in their payment systems. So there was an integrity lapse there, and also there was, we started out as a team, and then down the road we became less of a team for whatever reason. So I had to, let me get my finger out of the way. So I had to basically cut off ties there because I realized that my integrity would be in jeopardy if I continued to be with this company. I don't know what's going on with the company. I don't keep connection with the owner or anything, but those two situations helped me get to where I am today, where I'm an owner of my own gym. I've built clientele. I have interacted with people the way I want to interact with people. I basically make my own rules, and without sounding egotistical, that's the way I needed my life to be. I know that I don't have any limits on what I want to do. The only limits are basically the only limitation is that I have to eventually go to sleep at night. I have absolutely no limits outside of that. Every single day I have goals for the business. Every single day I have goals for myself and the people around me. And I want to impact the world to such a degree. I want that obesity and unhealthy and lack of education and health, I want that number to go down and I want that to go up. So, as you know, I forget his name, the guy who just passed away, who was affiliated with Apple. Oh, Steve Jobs. He said, "I want to make a ding in the universe," and that's something I want to do through health. He did it through technology, but this is what I want to do, and this is what I'm good at. I know how to help people go lose 100 pounds in a year. I know how to help someone increase their squat or deadlift or get stronger faster. I know how to make myself get stronger through powerlifting, and I also know how to make myself lose weight through what I'm trying to do right now. So if I feel that my main goal is to teach you or whoever needs it in as little sessions as possible how to be healthy the rest of your life. Now that may seem like whoa, but it's really not that hard once you think about it. You guys probably, once you come into my gym, you already know, like, okay, what's bad. I mean, that can go so many different directions as far as bad and good foods, but you kind of have an idea of what's good or bad foods. You need to work out, you know that. It's all about organization, scheduling. If you work 60 hours a week, you probably can't afford an additional 12 hours of working out. You maybe need to do like 2 hours a week. But the bottom line is, with respect to your job schedule and whatever what passion you're working on, because if you have a job, I'm assuming that's your passion, because there's no sense of doing something you hate. Whatever passion you're working on, you just got to keep going and going and going in that direction. And the health thing is a byproduct to help you continue to progress in that direction. So that's why I'm here. So it's a lot easier for me to say, like, hey, it's easy for me to get to the gym because I work at a gym and I can work out in between clients or what the reason is. It's going to be harder for you because you have to really think, like, I have kids, I work 10 hours a day, can I afford it, or can I have time? You have to make time. Not saying necessarily you have to even go to a gym or even my gym, but there's no excuse why you're not doing anything. You could do push-ups at home, sit-ups at home, jump rope at home, jumping jacks. There's a plethora of information, a plethora of know-how materials to where there is really no excuse for anyone to be obese unless they want to be obese, which I have no comment on that, but unless that's what you want to do for, I guess, your sport, that would be a reason. Like if, offensive lineman for NFL or a sumo wrestler, what have you. But my job is to be the bridge between as far as health and, sometimes life, where you're at right now and the goals that you want to achieve. Since I'm goal oriented, I do have that perspective that can help most people who aren't goal oriented. And I'm not saying I have all the answers, but I do have answers that you could use. And again, I'm not even saying using all of my information, because maybe not all of my information is useful to you. But you really need to focus on, where am I now and am I going where I need to be? And even when you achieve that goal, you need to continue to set new goals. You really should have goals every single day. You should have like 3 to 5 things that you want to do every single day consistently. And if it's not necessarily consistently, you should have 3 to 5 things that you set out to do to accomplish your overall higher arcing goal. Like for me right now is to get a certain amount of members without getting too specific, and also to lose a certain amount of weight without getting too specific. Because I'm trying to get down to about 215, and I want my gym to expand so it can obviously impact more people. And obviously there's the business side of it, obviously, but the main point is to make people more healthy. People that want to be more healthy. I want to stress that. One thing, it's hard for me to, just to be, in the interest of full disclosure, it's hard for me to deal with, on some level, people that kind of say, well, I'm not sure if I really want any goals, or if I want to give that up. Because I'll ask people, now granted, I usually ask an extreme response just to see where their head's at, and I know based off of that response if I can work with them. Like if someone says to me that, hey, We'll just use that as an extreme example. The only difference between me being obese and not obese is flavor blasted goldfish. Flavor blasted goldfish is something I used to love, like the big box at Walmart. That was like $6.98. I think that's the exact price back then, anyway. Me and my brother used to just down those in one setting. And if I look back at it now, I think that's like almost 2,000 calories of goldfish. Complete waste of calories. And I haven't had that in almost, I don't know, 6 or 8 months or so, because I know how I can get. If I buy one, I'll have another. But anyway, if someone says to me, the difference between me being obese and healthy is flavor blasted goldfish, and I asked them, since you eat the big, we'll say use it in gallons, since you use, or grams, the 20-gram bag, or would you be able to cut that down to 5 grams? And if they say, no, I wouldn't be able to, I know they're not someone that I can necessarily help, because they're already in their mindset. They're already right here said, I can't do this. And we haven't even started a workout yet. So like, they're already willing to not perform. I'm only looking for people that want to improve. Now, I'm not saying that it's going to be easy, because any change, well, most change, unless it's, any change, I should say, is going to be difficult. And that's where I'm trying to help as many people as I can before I croak, to keep it in layman's terms, to keep it simple. But that's pretty much it, guys. I'm going to go watch the game, but stay tuned for the next video. The next 7 days, I'm going to think of different workouts that you guys can enjoy at my gym specifically that you probably won't have at your gym. It'll be a how-to series. It'll be 7 parts starting on Monday. Starting out with tomorrow, I'm going to show you how to use the tank, and there'll be about 3 or 4 workouts just dedicated to the tank. So essentially, that'll span over 4 days. Thanks, guys, for watching, and stay tuned for the next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and also like my Facebook page, and comment and give me some feedback. I just started this YouTube channel, and I'm not getting a lot of feedback from you guys, but I'd like to see what you guys want as well, as far as next available content, because I don't want to just be talking to myself. You guys have a good one. Peace.